Hello guys, Lego Harry Potter 12 here, and today we're going to take a look at the new March sets and what comes in them. I'll give my opinions and talk about my purchase plan for this awesome wave. So firstly, we're going to talk about the banner sets. Overall, I think that, they're a neat idea. I'm glad they switched from the books. However, I think they could do more, as they've missed the opportunity to do kind of more exquisite classrooms, such as, history of rooms, astronomy, care of magical creatures, etc. Anyways, I've been asking for these common room style banners for a while now, not necessarily as a wall hanging banner, but as a book. So I'm glad they switched it up, as in my opinion, the banners will look cool on my wall than the books did, kind of stacked up on a bookshelf, empty. I'll end up emptying these also for my own Hogwarts, but I'm a fan of the crest design on the front anyways. As much as I love the 3D images idea as well, it will have little value to me as I don't have the space to add an entire mural in my Hogwarts, so I'll probably try and find a way to keep it inside the banner. So first of all, we're going to talk about the Gryffindor banner. Overall, I like the tan colour scheme. To me, it will have more value than some of the other colours. I'm a fan of the fireplace. I've been looking for an accurate large design for a while. Compared to the others, I don't think the walls have as much detail, and are a bit too reliant on the large wall mural. But I do love the window print / sticker. I'm not really sure yet which that is. And the chessboard and seating area, but other than that, the wall is lacking something. The front design here, like the crest, looks pretty neat. I can't wait to put it on my wall. The figures in the set as well, amazing. But I wouldn't say they're as great as the other sets. I wish we had Ginny instead of Harry and vice versa. For Neville, as I just feel like they're the classic figures that are included in every set. But I'm glad Angelina Johnson is finally included in a set. I think that's who this is anyway, and Neville has a neutral opinion from me. Moving on to Hufflepuff. For me, the design for this one is overall better. I do love the colour palette with all the flowers. And speaking of plants, I think they should have included more. Once again, the walls are a bit lacking, but less so as there are more interesting pieces on the walls. And I feel like it's more full. The fireplace to me is lacking a bit, but my current one is fine anyway, so, that doesn't really matter. So I'll just use the pieces. Once again, I do love this crest design, and, as my house, I'll find somewhere special for this one, maybe above my Lego storage, in my room. The minifigures in this are a hit for me as well. I love the hairpieces and torsos, and they're all very useful figures that I can use in my custom figures. The hairpieces are brilliant, and the Quidditch robes are also very nice in this set. So next, we will move on to Slytherin. For me, the Slytherin set, has a lot better value, as all the furniture, shelves, and other bits and bobs are kind of all more interesting than just the mural and some tan pieces like the other two. I love all the green in the colour scheme. I think it looks great. As well, the underwater kind of prints on the back looked awesome. The crest design as well. It's not as amazing as the others, but still solid. I feel like it's missing the kind of alternating green and black or green and grey like the other two did have. But the snake still looks pretty cool. The figure's also great. Pansy and Blaze are great inclusions. I know we're already getting the Blaze in the room requirement set, but I'm not sure if I'm even going to purchase that yet. You'll find out later in the video. So this was good that I could have it in this set without needing to buy the other one for Blaze. And yeah. Moving on to the last book, we have Ravenclaw. Oh, sorry, not book. Banner. We have Ravenclaw. I think it sits in the middle, in my opinion. I think it needs some more bookshelves and definitely a desk. I'm not sure why they managed to miss that out. But other than that, it's solid. I don't have too much need for a Ravenclaw common room upgrade at the moment, but the window design's awesome. So, too bad it's a massive mural. The front design isn't as amazing, I don't think, but it's still solid, and the minifigures in the set are all amazing. And will be one of the causes that I'll actually buy it. I think the armchairs and the fireplace look great as well, and I love the dark blue colour scheme. That looks really nice as well. Overall, the buying order for me will be, I think, Slytherin first, then Hufflepuff, then Gryffindor, and finally Ravenclaw. I'll probably buy 1 or 2 on release day, depending on how much money I have saved until then, and I'll leave the rest for my birthday later this year, or even Christmas, and it could even drag on until next year before I have them all on my wall. So, moving on to the 2 pricier sets, our first one is the Room of Requirement. So I think the idea for this set is brilliant, I'm just not sure how well it's been executed. I think the exterior design is very strong, including the amazing sliding doors, which I think they look brilliant. However, I just don't think the interior is strong enough, as there needs to be more kind of piles of random items like chairs, furniture, etc. And also, where is the Vanishing Cabinet? I mean, this was the perfect set to bring it back in, as they could have included, one in a possible Nocturne Alley set. Who knows if that comes out in the summer with Gringotts or in a separate set, And some of the individual items in this set are good, but there's just not enough to justify the price for me. I think the Fiend Fire looks awesome, but I'm just not sure why it's possible to separate it. I don't really remember that in the films or books. As well, the towers at the top are too empty, but I believe I'll be buying this 100% because of the minifigures and pieces included. It will definitely, crank up my current room requirements to the next level. I think the minifigure line-up's awesome, and, the grey lady looks great, but I'll probably wait for a deal for this rather than purchasing it in the first month so I can justify the price. Next up is the Underwater Second Task. I think the general idea for this set is brilliant, but sadly I won't be purchasing, I don't think. It's a brilliant remake, yet I don't have any space for it in my lake. Of course, because the fact that half of it goes underwater, which is not really kind of what my sea kind of base plates are for. In future, a space may open up for the larger tower on top, on top of the river. Sorry, not the river, the lake. But the underwater arch won't have a home, and it'll probably end up being wasted. It could always go on a shelf, but I'd rather have it be in use if I was going to spend the amount of money that this set is. The tower looks amazingly accurate, and I love the detail of the seaweed and the arch. The figures are great as well, but I wish we got Cho, Fleur, or Gabrielle instead of Ron or Hermione. Again, I won't buy this set at full price either. Maybe not even at all. We'll see in the future. So that overall rounds up this video. I'll do a part 2 in the coming few weeks about talking about the summer sets. And, what I hope for, and, after hearing the set names and prices, I'll get my ideas and kind of, figures, inclusions, builds, that kind of stuff, so I can hopefully predict it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.